Hi everybody, welcome to my review of Season 2, Episode 8 of Little Women Dallas. If you haven't seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is Can You Hear Me Now? Amanda goes to Asta's house to talk about what happened at the open mic night. Asta says that the night after the drama happened at open mic, she texted Amanda multiple times and asked if she was okay. She points out how it was disrespectful, how Chase threw Amanda's phone on the ground, and when she sees that kind of behavior, she's just not going to let it happen because it's not right, and she's not going to let it happen to her best friend. Amanda says that Chase is not a horrible person. He makes her happy, and she could see herself spending the rest of her life with him. Asta says that ever since she started seeing Chase, Amanda has changed. Amanda admits that she lied to Kaylee. Asta says that you don't lie to your friends like that. Amanda says she doesn't care about Kaylee's feelings anymore. She says that she's a heartless... Asta says she doesn't like the fact that Chase is bringing out the bad personality in Amanda and the drinking thing, and she doesn't want her to go down the wrong path. Amanda says if she has changed so much, maybe they shouldn't be friends anymore. Asta says that she doesn't want to see Amanda go down the same path that her mother did. In the commentary, Asta says that a year ago, Amanda's mother passed away from liver problems after years of being an alcoholic. She's worried that with Chase, Amanda is going to start following in her mom's footsteps. Then, Amanda leaves Asta's house. Asta tells Amanda that she needs to open up her eyes. Amanda tells Asta that she needs to open up her eyes, and she's happy. Asta is right. Amanda does need to open up her eyes. How is Chase a good guy by throwing his girlfriend's phone and threatening to hit another woman? I guess Amanda will have to learn the hard way and get hurt. Asta knows what's best for her. In the next scene, Kaylee and Dequan meet with their entertainment manager, Rollo, to talk about their performance at the open mic night. Kaylee says that she hopes that their manager didn't see what happened between Chase and Amanda that night. Then, the manager shows up. Kaylee asks Rollo how they did. He says that he has good news and bad news. The bad news is that they shouldn't be fighting in a club, and he says that it could really affect their career. But the good news is they're going to be on the Ricky Smiley morning show. He says he thinks they did a good job, and now Kaylee has an opportunity to talk to some at-risk kids about bullying, which is something that she's been wanting to do. In the commentary, Kaylee says that she was bullied a lot as a kid, and it took her to some dark places. Emily is shown at her house getting up early in the morning, and Bree is shown sleeping in the living room at her house. It's the morning of Emily's ear surgery. She will be having her ear repaired and getting her hearing restored. In the commentary, Emily says that just saying she's nervous about the surgery is a huge understatement. She says if they mess up with the surgery and she doesn't hear anything, that will make her whole life different. Bree says she is glad that Emily is getting her ear taken care of. Emily says that she's been needing her ears taken care of for a long time. She is still in the process of doing IVF. But at the same time, when she does have a baby, she wants to be able to hear it if it cries. But she hasn't had her procedure yet. Emily tells Bree that she's glad that she's there. In the commentary, Bree says even though she's been trying to get some space from Emily, she just had to be there for the surgery. She's worried about her because that operation is really intense and it won't be easy for her. Bree drives Emily to the hospital. Then on the way to the doctor's office, Bree gets a message on her phone from a gentleman friend of hers. Bree says that her friend's name is Jamarcus. He's her friend's brother, and they've been communicating with each other on social media. And what she likes about him is that he's a gentleman, hardworking, outgoing, and fine. She tells Emily that she, Jamarcus, Brichelle, and Brichelle's boyfriend will be going on a double date. Emily tells Bree that she's more scared of her surgery than having a C-section. She says while having surgery, she could lose her hearing or even die, and she is petrified. Next, Asta and Ty go wine tasting. Ty asks how things are going between her and Amanda. Asta says not good. She says that she told Amanda how she felt about everything, and ever since she and Chase have been together, Amanda has been going downhill. She says what's making her mad is the fact that she lies to all the ladies about what's going on between her and Chase. Ty says that Asta will have to let Amanda learn the hard way and detach herself from the situation at some point, and a person can only be so involved with somebody else's bad decisions. Then, Ty brings up how they should start a family soon. In the commentary, Asta says that she and Ty have been married for 2 years, and recently he has been hinting that he wants to start a family. The idea is still pretty scary to her, but she's not sure if she's as ready as he is right now. Asta says before they have kids, she wants to work on herself. She also brings up that she needs to start driving. In the commentary, Asta says that she used to live in Shanghai, and she always used public transportation there, and she needs to start driving. Ty asks Asta how she would feel if their child came out small. Asta says she wouldn't care if her child was big or small, but she wouldn't mind having a mini her. I think that Ty and Asta would make good parents. They don't start drama, they don't start fights, and they just want to go higher in life, as far as their careers. And we have not seen Ty in the middle of the BS with the group, because he is a grown man too busy out working. Perfect. Next, Kaylee and Bree visit Emily at her house after her surgery. Kaylee brings chicken pot pie cupcakes over to help Emily feel better, but Emily doesn't have an appetite. Kaylee asks Emily how the surgery went. Emily says that she doesn't know yet because she has a follow-up visit with the doctor. Kaylee asks Bree if she has been taking care of Emily after her surgery. Bree says yes. Then Bree mentions how ever since she was in high school, becoming a registered nurse has been on her mind, and she's thinking about going back to school. Then Bree asks Kaylee how the open mic night went. Kaylee says it went well, but then it went south. Then Kaylee mentions how Amanda and Chase showed up to the open mic night, and she reveals that to Emily that they are in a relationship. In the commentary, Emily's like, "Do I need to have another ear surgery? Did I just hear that Amanda and Chase are together? Ew, that's gross." Emily says that she thought that Amanda had a girlfriend. Kaylee said so did she, and says that Amanda is not the same, and now her life revolves around Chase. You know, I think Bree should go back to school, because her careers as an event hoster, model, reality TV star, and rapper are not guaranteed to last forever. She has a son that she needs to provide for, and she would make a great role model for other little people who are still growing up, or little people who are adults and think that they can't have a certain career just because of their size. And these Little Women shows need some positive role models. So, I think Bree should provide for that son. The son will have everything he needs. Asta gets a driving lesson from her husband Ty. After getting pedal extensions put on the pedals, Asta begins her driving lesson. First, she has to drive around some cones. She runs one over. Then she has to do the stop test. There are a few cones with eggs on top of them that are a few feet from the car. Also, she has to hit the accelerator and then hit the brakes just before she makes it near the cones. She stops and doesn't knock the cones over. Then she learns how to parallel park. Then Asta brings up how much independence she will have when she starts driving, and brings up how she should get off of her birth control, and she and Ty should just let life happen. Ty says that he's fine with that. Amanda meets with her boyfriend Chase at the lake. Chase gives Amanda a bouquet of flowers to say sorry for how he acted at the club the other night. Amanda says she was disappointed in how he acted. Chase said he really cares about Amanda and doesn't want people bringing negative vibes around her. Amanda says that Kaylee wants to bring the worst out of Chase, and she wants him to look bad. In the commentary, Amanda says that Kaylee is a narcissist and doesn't even realize how her actions affect other people. Amanda tells Chase that she doesn't want to see Kaylee anymore, and they aren't even talking to each other. In the commentary, Amanda says that being friends with Kaylee is like finding out that you have a disease and you just have to cut it out of your body. In the next scene, Rochelle and her boyfriend Leroy go on a double date with Bree and Jamarcus. They go skating and have a good time. And I really thought it was funny how Leroy is like trying to hold on to Rochelle while they're skating because he's not a good skater. He even gets one of those little walker things for people who aren't good at skating to lean onto while skating. And Rochelle tells him to get rid of the walker, and then Leroy falls and Rochelle goes down with him. In the commentary, Rochelle says that she has always wanted a man who would sweep her off her feet, and that's not what she meant. After a little bit of skating, the two couples sit down and eat. Rochelle asks Jamarcus if he was looking for a little person to be with. Jamarcus says no. Then she asks Jamarcus if he works. He says that he works for the railroad. Then Rochelle asks him if he has ever been in trouble with the law. He says no, and he doesn't get in trouble. Then Rochelle asks if he's STD free. Jamarcus says yes. Brichelle is very happy. Then Bree and Jamarcus go skating some more, while Brichelle and Leroy share their food. They share a Sour Punch straw and they kiss each other on the lips. Then on the roller rink, Jamarcus and Bree share a kiss. Bro, I am so happy that something happened between Brichelle and Leroy. At that speed dating event, it seemed like they really hit it off. I really do hope that they last, because he seems like a nice man to her. Like, they go together really well. And it looks like Bree has a good gentleman on her hands. It's just what she needs. He's a total upgrade. In the final scene of the episode, Kaylee and Dequan go on the Ricky Smiley morning show on the radio. The radio host brings up how well Kaylee and Dequan did at the open mic night with performing their song. Then he plays their song on the radio. After that, the host asks Kaylee and Dequan what's next for them as far as their career. Kaylee says that she wants to make some more music, do more event hostings, and do bullying talks. The show host says that he has a youth foundation where he mentors a lot of kids, and he's been doing it for 12 years. And the number one thing that makes kids drop out of school is bullying. Kaylee brings up how when she was younger, she was bullied. She says that she would be called names, get told that she shouldn't be alive, and has even been told that she should have been aborted. And 4 times in her life, she was considering committing suicide. After thinking about what her sister and her parents would do if she died, she decided not to kill herself. In the commentary, Kaylee says because of her family, she is still here, and life does get better. And just because you're at your lowest point of your life, and you don't think that there's anyone to care for you, there is. And she's happy she's here. The radio host says it takes a lot of courage for Kaylee to share her story, and it's going to improve somebody else's life. After that, the radio host accepts some phone calls from listeners. One listener who calls says he has alopecia, a condition which prevents him from growing hair. And when he was a kid, he would get bullied and called baldy. And Kaylee tells the listener just because he has no hair doesn't change the person that he is. Then Amanda calls into the radio show. She says that she has a concern with what they're talking about. She says that ever since she has known Kaylee, she's been nothing but two-faced. And just because she's been bullied doesn't mean that she should educate the youth on bullying. Kaylee asks why. Amanda says that Kaylee is not a proper role model in general, and Kaylee needs to learn how to control her anger. She also mentions how she hasn't apologized for her actions. Kaylee says she did apologize, and just because she has had something go down before doesn't mean that she's the same person or a good role model. Dequan asks, what does being two-faced have to do with bullying? Kaylee says Amanda is in no position to call her and tell her she's two-faced, since she says something to one person and then lies about the next. Kaylee says that she has spoken on her friendship. The two start talking at the same time. Kaylee brings up how Amanda's boyfriend tried to slap her in the face, and she went to the club and tried to fight her. Amanda tells Kaylee to think what she wants, and she says that Kaylee slapped her in the club. Dequan says in everyone's lifespan, people are going to go through things, and Amanda says she was talking to Kaylee and not her. The show host decides to step in and end the phone call. In the commentary, Kaylee says that Amanda is dead to her. Any bit of relationship that she thinks she has is gone, and she doesn't want her to talk to her again. And that's the end of the episode. This woman, Amanda, is just doing damage. Well, I'm pretty sure that she was told by the producers to, call into the show, but otherwise she's just doing damage, lying to her friends. She's about to do damage to herself, being with this guy named Chase. She's just blind, just from showing his actions when he's mad, like throwing her phone, threatening to hit another woman. Hope he doesn't hit her when they get into an argument or something. And watch, he's gonna have her out partying and drinking, and the next thing you know, Amanda will probably get into alcoholism like her mother. I really hope she doesn't mess herself up. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse this weird light, the shutters, blinds. And her friends are just trying to tell her, no, he's no good for you. And she's just not listening. Like I said earlier, she will have to learn the hard way. He's gonna hurt her. Then she's gonna come back crying to Asta and others saying, you guys were right. I'm so sorry I didn't listen. He really hurt me. He was a jerk. Only time will tell. So, as the season goes on, we're going to see how this goes. Oops. I'm happy to see that Kaylee's career is advancing. She gets to follow her dreams, gets to make music, and gets to do bullying talks. And once again, I apologize for posting this video late. I've just been putting it off. I have other stuff to do. I'm sorry. And one more thing. Good news. I found out that Little Women Atlanta Season 4 will be premiering on December 13th. And you already know that I am so excited because that is my favorite Little Women show. It's the only other one that I watch besides Little Women Dallas. But I'm excited, and you already know that I'll be making review videos for Little Women Atlanta Season 4, so keep an eye out for those. Let's wrap this video up since I have nothing else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Follow me on Instagram at Taurus_charm. Subscribe to my channel. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. Check out my other review videos on my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!